bridging the spiritual past and scientific present, organized by Dhyansport Institute of Sports and Physical Education Research. We are truly delighted to have our participants, sports professionals, research scholars, dignitaries join us for this meeting. It's a way of life, a way of healing. Our expert guest today exemplifies this through his years of experience, international recognition, and a mission to make the world healthier and happier through yoga and cultural exchange. It's our absolute honor to welcome Mr. Sunil Kumar, a globally celebrated yoga director, master, trainer, and a therapist, currently based in Russia. He has been at the forefront of yoga education and therapy for over 2 decades, serving in countries like Singapore, South Korea, Malaysia, Germany, and Russia. Mr. Kumar has received numerous accolades, including the prestigious Bharat Yoga Samrat Award, over 20 gold medals in national and international yoga championships. From being the head yoga expert at premier centers in Moscow to performing yoga Bharatanatyam fusions at global stages like the World Health Assembly in Geneva, Mr. Dahiya's contributions have been both profound and inspiring. He is also a researcher, having worked on WHO sponsored projects and has developed therapeutic yoga sequences for lifestyle disorders like obesity, stress, asthma, and more. With that incredible legacy, I now invite Mr. Sunil Kumar to take us on a journey of yogic wisdom and well being. So, we are deeply honored to have you with us, and the virtual stage is all yours.
Namaste, everyone. Namaste. It's my honor. Thanks a lot for giving me this opportunity to interact. Especially, I was almost disconnected with Indians since last almost 20 years. First, I was working in with KGB people in Russia, the spy people. So I was not allowed to interact foreign to any foreign nations and all. Okay, it's privilege. So when we start today, basically we are a group of people from the sports and physical education. Question comes like, what is the connection between yoga and sports? Is yoga a sports or not? So yeah, yoga is everything. If you say like, is yoga a way of cooking meal? It's a cookery. Yeah, it is. If it is way of sleep, yeah, it is. If it is way of how to dress up interior, vastu, jyotish, whatever, wherever you want to put yoga, it is there. Suppose Maharishi Patanjali starts yoga with a At Yoga Anushasana. The first shloka of yoga, At Yoga Anushasana, means now yoga discipline. Now means to say whenever you read it, whenever you heard it. If now you are sitting in front of telephone or computer and hearing it now, means for you it should be now, not tomorrow, not yesterday. And yoga Anushasana, yoga discipline. So question comes, is yoga discipline? Why he call it discipline? Maharishi Patanjali, why he call it discipline? What is discipline in general? Let's say discipline, there is medical science is a discipline, there is military, there is a discipline. Discipline word, for what this word is used. Normally, there are some do and don'ts. You should do it and you should don't do it. There are rules. So yoga is such a science where there is a discipline, there are rules, what to do, what not to do. Physical discipline. Physically, what you will do, what you will not do. Even speech have discipline. What to speak, what not to speak. Even more than that, where to look. Suppose in Tratak, you are not allowed to blink your eyes. Discipline. Even higher discipline. Even higher discipline. There is a discipline rules for breathing. How to breathe, how not to breathe. Even more higher discipline. The think. Even thoughts have to be controlled. What to think, what not. So yoga is perhaps, at least in my understanding, highest possible discipline in the world. That is yoga. And that is yoga, which is like spiritual aspect of yoga, which we generally Indians knows it theoretically very well. Philosophically, we all know. We don't need to elaborate or explain about it. Being fortunate to born in India, so it's like we are trying to merge with God, or we can say it might be somewhere represented as egoistic. We are trying to become God. Can say joining God, merging with God, or trying to become with God. So that is the spiritual aspect of yoga, spiritual part. And Then there is a yoga as a sports. When yoga as a sports comes, it is revolving. Uh, Thousands of years ago, there were championships in yoga, but they were different type of championships. Millions of years ago, there were championship in yoga. There were championship in yoga in a existence which is beyond the years, beyond the time. We can say Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. If we go to Purana, there is a story. Sometimes there was debate between Lord Vishnu and Lord Brahma. Lord Vishnu say, I am senior because you are born from a lotus which is Lord, because you are born from a lotus which is a growing from my navel. So I give birth to you. So naturally I am senior. Brahma said, I am the creator, so I am the senior. And there this debate was not going to end up. So someone, Devishi Narad or someone reached Lord Shiva, said like Brahma and Vishnu, they are debating with each other. And who is the senior? So there's a need to calm them down. So Lord Shiva appeared in between them as a pole, as a pillar. And there was no end of this pillar. So Brahma and Vishnu, they both were surprised from where this pillar came from and what is the existence of it, where it begins, where it ends. So they decide whoever will find the end of this pillar will be considered senior. So Brahmaji took form of, I can say, Varaha, the pig, and took dip in a Ksheer Sagar, the ocean, where Lord Vishnu is lying generally on a serpent, Sheshna, that ocean, Ksheer Sagar. So Brahmaji went as a pig inside the ocean, and Vishnuji took form of a swan and flew up towards the sky. Ultimately, none could find the end of this pillar. It was endless. Brahmaji understood it is endless, must be Shiva, must be Vishnu also did not find. Let me cheat with Vishnu. And he took some lotus from Ksheer Sagar and came back and said, I found the end of this pillar, and where it is ending, there is a lotus. This lotus was growing. So Brahmaji lied. I don't know the truthfulness of this story. It might be modification because by British and Mughal, lot of modification is done, lot of adulteration is done with our Vedas and Upanishad. But for a while, at existing format of Upanishad, this story exists. So Shiva appeared in front and said, you lied. There was no end, it was me. So because you lied from your one face, Brahmaji that time was Panchmukhi Brahma. He had five faces, five heads. So Lord Shiva, as a punishment, cutted the one head. So from which he lied. Rest forehead remains. So afterwards, Brahmaji is Chaturmukhi Brahma. So this story in Upanishad might have many purpose to tell or not to tell, but ultimately it is telling there was championship, there was competition between Brahma and Vishnu. So since that time it was existing. Now let's go to like a little bit time frame. When we speak about few thousands years ago, what record is existing? Suppose Yoga Sutra is about at least 30,000 year old Yoga Sutra. Atyog Pradipika, which is generally told it is like a 5,000 year old. It is a more than 17,000 year old. That is at least proven. It might be proven more older. So, but so far record is like at least roughly can say more, everything is more than 10,000 year old. Atyog Pradipika, Keru Saita, Patanjali also more than 30,000. So when we speak about the author of Atyog Pradipika, the Swatmaran Yogi, uh, he talks about Gorakshnathji. Gorakshnathji, immortal yogi. Once there is story of competition between Gorakshnathji and Changde. Gorakshnathji is immortal yogi, so he is few thousands year old. Changde, can say from Haryana, from New Bharat, modern India. He was 1400 year old. He got good respect, good popularity, name, fame. His fame, his appreciation reaches to the Gorakshnathji. Gorakshnathji decided, let's check him. Let's check his superiority. So he decided to pay visit to the Changdev. When Gorakshnathji was coming to Changdev with his disciples, obviously, so Changdev got news. Some disciples said, Guruji, Guruji, Gorakshnathji is coming. So what happened? How we should welcome him? So go and welcome. He said, but he's coming. He's sitting on a lion and using cobra as a like a hunter. He's sitting on a lion, the Baba shape, and using cobra as a hunter, and then he's coming. We said, oh, okay. You sit on the wall. You know, in old villages, even now, we have the structure outside of house. There is a wall which is generally like a made up of brick and mud, not with cement. Sometimes cow dung, sometimes mud, which we call it. Okay, whatever boundary wall. Uh, right now, it's not coming in my mind how we call it. I used to have it in my house in childhood. So Changdev asked his disciple, okay, sit on this wall. I said, okay, go. Wall started moving. Wall moves, they goes to the Gorakhnathji and they welcome the Gorakhnathji and then come back. Gorakhnathji is surprised. Oh, I am controlling the living being. I'm controlling the living being, a lion and snake. He's controlling the non-living. Even non-living followed his command. He came and then saluted. So Gorakhnathji recognized the Changdev's superiority despite of Changdev being born in Kali Yuga, despite of Changdev being too young in comparison to Gorakhnathji. That is one incident. Then there is one more incident between Tukaram, son Tukaram, and it was also perhaps Gorakhnath. I forgot the name of yogi. So one was sannyasi yogi, like Gorakhnath, perhaps Gorakhnath, maybe another one. Name we can check later on. So Gorakhnathji is a sant with who has taken sannyas, and Tukaram is a sant who is living family life, living in society, have wife, have family. So there is a debate between them. Actually, not about who is superior. Debate between them which ashram, which format is superior than another. Should everyone take sannyas because it is superior, or should people live in a grahastha ashram because it is superior? So, who will judge this for deciding that? They put garland of flowers in both neck, the mala, and they decided the whichever mala will dry first will get considered defeated. Whosoever mala, a garland of flowers, will dry first will be considered as defeated. Mean to say, if you are yogi, your mala, your flowers should not get dry. They should remain alive without being attached to the plant, without being giving water or some nutrients. So then their debate started. And debate was keep going on, not ending. It goes for weeks and months. So ultimately, wife of Tukaram said, I want to take permission to ask question on behalf of Tukaram, because they were asking question one by one. One time, Gorakhnathji was asking question, he was replying, that he was asking question, Gorakhnathji was replying. So wife said, like, because husband, wife, they share the karma, wife have equal right. So on behalf of my husband, I want permission to ask a question. They said, okay, allow. So wife asked the question, which places and how many places on woman's body calm, kama, lips? So Gorakhnathji said, I need time. I will answer it, but give me time. He said, okay, time is given. So he left the place, he left the debate, start walking and thinking, oh, this is I'm lacking. This information I do not have. So I'm again making one point. I'm not sure it was Gorakhnathji or another yogi, but he was sannyasi yogi. So he was walking, he was thinking how to find answer of this question. So he was sitting below some tree and he saw some mob was coming. King died. They were saying, Ram Nam Satya hai, Ram Nam Satya hai. King died, they were carrying king's body. He said, what happened? They were king's died. He said, wait, our Guruji can make him alive. So Gorakhnathji, he said to his disciples, I'm going in, take care of my body. He went inside the cave and with Suksham Sharir, with astral body, he came out of his body and enters the king body. King got up. People got, wow, miracle, great.
ने बेसिकली, लेकिन आज ग्रास रूट लेवल पे हम बात करें तो जो प्रोफेशनल गेम्स हैं लाइक फुटबॉल, गोल्फ, बास्केटबॉल, इंडिया में बास्केटबॉल नहीं है, आई एग्री, बट अक्रॉस द वर्ल्ड देखा जाए तो 196 कंट्रीज इनको खेल रही हैं. लेकिन जब बात आती है योग की, 24 लाख रिसर्चेस होने के बावजूद इसकी इंपॉर्टेंस वैसी नहीं। अभी मैं इस चीज को कोट करूंगा सर। निर्वाण यूनिवर्सिटी है, वहां की एक रिसर्चर ने रिसर्च किया। इवन मेरे पास एक थीसिस और आई है, मेरे प्रोफेसर पठानिया डायरेक्टर हैं चंडीगढ़ यूनिवर्सिटी में, उनकी थीसिस थी। तो मुझे एक आउट ऑफ क्यूरियोसिटी मैंने उनसे मांग लिया कि सर मुझे पढ़ना है। आज मेडिकल कंपनीज के पास स्ट्रेस एंजाइटी से रिलेटेड इतने पेशेंट्स हैं जो हमारे और आपके बीच में हैं, और उन पे लाखों रुपए वो दवाइयों पे खर्च कर रहे हैं। लेकिन कल मैंने एक थीसिस पढ़ी, मैं आपको शेयर भी करूंगा, आप देखना उसे। इजी आसनाज हैं, बहुत इजी आसन्स हैं, बहुत इजी आपकी एक्सरसाइज कल्चर है, जिसको आप अगर अडेप्ट कर लीजिए, ये स्ट्रेस एंजाइटीज ऐसी चीज कभी हमारी लाइफ में ना आए। बट द थिंग इज कि हम कैसे इन सब चीजों को, हमारे ये जितने लोग हैं यहाँ पे फिजिकल एजुकेशनिस्ट, इनको हम कैसे इन सब चीजों को पढ़ाएं या फिर कैसे इन सब चीजों को बताएं, ताकि ये अपने अपने कंसर्न डोमेन जहां पर भी हैं, इसको एटलीस्ट इम्पैक्टफुल वे में हम दे सके लोगों को। कुछ ऐसा सर मतलब है आपके कुछ प्रोजेक्ट्स वगैरह ऐसे हैं, प्लान हैं जिसमें हम लोग मिलके आपका साथ दे सकें? बिकॉज ये बहुत ही सोचने वाली बात है। आप सोचो कि 24 लाख रिसर्च के डेटा पड़े हुए हैं गूगल पे, और अगर आज देखा जाए तो हम प्राणायाम, अनुलोम विलोम और आसनास पर ही बेस्ड कर गए हैं। द एक्चुअल योग को कोई जानना ही नहीं चाह रहा है। इनफैक्ट मैं भी इस चीज को कोट कर रहा हूं, और यहाँ पे जितने लोग हैं मैं इस चीज को कोट कर रहा हूं कि योग को पढ़ा होगा लेकिन नियमित रूप से उसको समझने का अभी तक हम लोगों में, एज अ फिजिकल एजुकेशनिस्ट, हम लोगों ने भी वो इंटरेस्ट नहीं दिखाया। तो हम कैसे इन सब चीजों को कर सकते हैं सर? अगर कोई सर्टिफिकेशन है, ध्यान स्पोर्ट्स इस चीज पे मॉड्यूल बनाने को तैयार है, हम टीच करने को तैयार हैं, तो कुछ इस पर सर थोड़ी सी रोशनी डालिए। बिकॉज ये मेरी बहुत ज्यादा क्यूरियोसिटी थी। मैं शोध गंगा पे मतलब कल मुझे 4 साढ़े 4 घंटे लग गए। मैं सिर्फ योग मैंने शब्द डाला, और थीसिस के अंबार तो इंडिया में है सर, लेकिन क्या एक्चुअल में वो रिसर्चेस ग्राउंड लेवल पे काम कर रहा है कहीं?
बहुत बढ़िया क्वेश्चन है, बहुत बढ़िया क्वेश्चन है। और एक ही क्वेश्चन में बहुत सारे छोटे छोटे क्वेश्चन जुड़े हुए हैं। तो मेरा आंसर थोड़ा लंबा होगा, लेकिन वो लंबा आंसर जो है सारे डाउट क्लियर कर देगा। अगर मैं डायरेक्ट आंसर दूं, छोटा दूं, तो बहुत सारे सब क्वेश्चन बाय क्वेश्चन आएंगे। तो मेरी आमतौर पे, मेरे स्वभाव, मेरी पर्सनालिटी का कैरेक्टर है, मैं आंसर थोड़ा लंबा देता हूँ, थोड़ा घूम कर आता है, लेकिन उसके बाद कोई साइड क्वेश्चन बचता नहीं है। कोशिश करूंगा कि वैसे ही सारे डाउट दूर करूं। जब हम योग की बात करते हैं, योग की बात करते हैं, आत्मा को परमात्मा से मिलाने की बात करते हैं, मोक्ष की बात करते हैं, तो एक एक चीज आती है योगा। इस दुनिया का जो स्ट्रक्चर है, एग्जिस्टेंस उसकी, आजकल योगा अनाटॉमी नाम से बहुत फेक पढ़ाया जा रहा है। जो आप बात बोल रहे हैं उस पर भी आएंगे बाद में, शायद ये भी बोलने का मौका मिले। मेरा एक क्वेश्चन है, हम इसको एक्सटेंड कर सकते हैं ना? 1 बजे खत्म ना करके 1:30 बजे तक ले सकते हैं? तो अभी आप साइलेंट
लीजिए
हैं।
सर, बिल्कुल समय
तो
लीजिए सर।
ठीक है, तो हाँ, बात शुरू करता हूँ। जब योग में जो स्ट्रक्चर है दुनिया का, इस दुनिया को बनाने वाले ब्रह्मा जी, जो ब्रह्मा जी, देखिए, अब मैं थोड़ी ऐसी बातें बोलूंगा जो हमारे काफी सारे हिंदू भाइयों को भी हो सकता है अटपटी सी लगे। ब्रह्मा जी जो है वो परमात्मा, अंतिम सोल भाव, वो भगवान नहीं है, भगवान का एक रूप माना गया है। ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश तीनों में जो फॉर्मलेस भगवान है वो इनके भी ऊपर है। तो ब्रह्मा जी जो जहाँ रह रहे हैं वो ब्रह्म लोक है। वो मोक्ष के भी अलग अलग प्रकार हैं, सारूप्यम, सायुज्य, समीप्य, सालोक्य। तो उस लेवल पे जब तक हम नहीं जाते हैं, ब्रह्मा जी के लेवल पे नीचे जाते हैं। उन्होंने अपने एंटरटेनमेंट के लिए खेल बनाया, वो सारी दुनिया है। इस दुनिया में अगर सभी लोग अच्छे हो जाएं तो सबकी मुक्ति हो जाए, खेल खत्म। वो नहीं हो सकता, वो नहीं हो सकता। कितने ही सुनील दहिया, डॉक्टर तुषार, कितने ही अच्छे से अच्छे डॉक्टर लोग बैठे हैं और पूरी दुनिया में कहीं सबको योगा करा दो, सबको मोक्ष बना दो, वो नहीं हो सकता। तो वो तो षष्टि के अंत, अच्छे ढंग से अंत होगा, बुरा वाला नहीं, अच्छा वाला, लेकिन वो अंत ही हो जाएगा ना। ऐसा हुआ है पहले, इतिहास गवाह है, ऐसा हुआ है। तो खुद स्वर्ग वालों को परेशानी हुई, स्वर्ग के देवी देवताओं को परेशानी हुई कि सृष्टि खत्म हो जाएगी। सब लोग योग करने लगे और भोगों में से लोगों की रुचि बिल्कुल खत्म हो गई, इंटरेस्ट खत्म हो गया। उम्मीद करता हूँ यहाँ सभी लोग +18 है, थोड़े वैसे शब्द इस्तेमाल कर रहा हूँ। सेक्स में ही सबका इंटरेस्ट खत्म हो गया, आगे जनरेशन पैदा ही नहीं होगी, मनुष्य वैसे ही खत्म हो जाएंगे, सृष्टि खत्म होने वाली है, कुछ करो। तो अब साक्षात स्वर्ग के राजा इंद्र जी, वो बार बार उनको मनुष्यों की मदद मांगनी पड़ती है, स्वर्ग इतनी बड़ी चीज नहीं है, स्वर्ग और मनुष्य में जब तुलना की जाए, तो वो एक बहुत बड़े योगी के पास आए, कहते हैं हे योगी, आपकी प्रेरणा से सभी लोग योगा कर रहे हैं, आपका भी योग बहुत अच्छा है, मैं आपसे मदद मांगने आया हूँ और योग को नष्ट करने आया हूँ, लेकिन किसी गलत उद्देश्य से नहीं, सृष्टि की रक्षा के लिए मेरी मदद करें। तो उन्होंने कुछ ऐसी चीजें, कहते हैं ठीक है, चिंता तो आपकी गंभीर है, सृष्टि तो खत्म हो जाएगी और ब्रह्मा जी का खेल है, ब्रह्मा जी तो उनको, उनका खेल की रक्षा करना मेरा कर्तव्य है, तो मैं करता हूँ, क्या करता हूँ। तो उन्हें दूसरे देवी देवताओं ने आशीर्वाद भी दिए कि आप जो भी अब क्रिएट करेंगे वो बहुत पावरफुल होगा। तो उन्होंने कुछ किताबें लिखी, ऐसी किताब लिखी जिसे बहुत अच्छे लेवल का योगी भी पढ़े तो उसका भी दिमाग खराब हो जाए, वो भी भोग में गिर जाए। वो किताब लिख के फिर उन्होंने ऐसी मूर्तियां बनाई, उस किताब का नाम है कामा सूत्रा। उस मूर्तियां जो बनेगी वो खजुराहो की केव में जो है, और वो सिर्फ लस्ट करने वाली चीज नहीं है, वो भी एक विज्ञान है, सेक्स के विज्ञान के ऊपर बहुत एडवांस रिसर्च करके उसकी चीजें लिखी गई। लेकिन उसका कुल मिला के इफेक्ट क्या होगा, जिस योगी का खुद का इंटरेस्ट सेक्स में से, फैमिली लाइफ में से बिल्कुल खत्म हो गया, जो 24 घंटे साधना में रहता है, वो भी वापस कहेगा यार मुझे तो शादी करनी है। तो वो ऐसी चीजें बनाई गई। तो समय समय पे योग को नष्ट करने के लिए ऊपर के लेवल पे, मनुष्य के लेवल की तो चीज ही बहुत छोटी हो गई, उस लेवल की बाधाएं विघ्न भी आते रहे और आगे भी आएंगे। जब जब योगा उतने लेवल पे उठेगा तब वो चीजें आएंगी। और ये खत्म करने वाली चीजें ऊपर वाली पावर है, सूक्ष्म शरीर से ऊपर की, मैं आध्यात्मिक जगत की बात कर रहा हूँ, मैं स्वर्ग के लेवल की बात कर रहा हूँ। तो स्वर्ग लेवल के लोग जब योग को खत्म करने आते हैं, राक्षसों की नहीं, देवी देवताओं की, अच्छे लोगों की बात कर रहा हूँ, अच्छे आत्मा में, वो उनको भी कभी कभी योगा खत्म करना पड़ता है। और वो खत्म करते करते वो खत्म करने लगे, राक्षस तो चाहते ही हैं कि ये खत्म हो। तो जब ये खत्म होने के लेवल पे आ जाता है तो भगवान इसको बचाने भी आते हैं। वो गीता में आता है, यदा यदा ही धर्म से ग्लानिर्भवति भारत, कि जब जब वो होता है तब मैं उसकी रक्षा करने आता हूँ। उससे पहले उन्होंने बोला कि अर्जुन, ये तेरा आखिरी जन्म नहीं है, इससे पहले तेरे और मेरे, तेरे भी मेरे भी बहुत जन्म हो चुके, तुम्हें उनका ज्ञान नहीं है, मुझे है। Sorry, I suddenly shift to Hindi. Let me continue in English because some people might be watching from later on. I hope your channel will become very popular not only in India and abroad also. So let me continue in English. So, so Lord Krishna is saying to Arjun, it is you don't know, but before, previously, you are born many times. I'm born many times. Many times, yoga was existing. Whenever it get disappear, I'm re-establishing it. So it happened previously many times. In future, it will happen many times at that level. Now let's come to the little bit ground level, to our world, physical world, the bhoot sansar, the human beings. In human being, mind is powered by these two sources, the Rakshasa kul, the Devta kul. We can say positive, negative. And it does not mean some guy is belonging to Devtas and some is belonging to Rakshasa, because same person, if this particular moment he have all the positive thoughts inspired by Devtas, the same person after a couple of hours, he might be inspired by some Rakshasa and his thought might have wrong desire, wrong thoughts, wrong perceptions. That can happen. So that is keep happening. But roughly you can say the people who are more into tamas, more in association with negative energies, they want to do something to rule the world, to conquer the world, to make the colonies. Sometimes they are in that much tamas, they get illusion. They think, I am doing good. Perhaps Raman was one of the example of it. Because he was thinking, I will rule the entire world for their benefit. I will create gas. I will eliminate smoke from the gas. It's one of the his claims was, I will make ladder to heaven. I will remove smoke from the gas from the fire, and I will make ghee out of water. So whatever claim he was doing for the society, not for himself. He was saying, I will make society that nice, that easy. Anyone can climb the ladder and go to heaven. There will be fire without smoke. So he has that science. That time he has electricity, he has vacuum cleaner, because there is description in Valmiki Ramayana that Pavan jhadu lagati thi. The wind was cleaning his floor and his palace. So he was using vacuum cleaner and blowers for cleaning. All the technology, he has aeroplane, he has gas without smoke. So he was claiming that I will provide this gas to everyone, fire without smoke. And so, but for that purpose, he want to rule the world, conquer the world. And for conquering world, he became very cruel. Whoever is becoming restriction, obstacle between his path to rule the world, he's like, hey, get out of here, go to somewhere. So this kind of thoughts even now might be existing, sometime with positive intention and sometime complete 100% selfish intention. Because it is Kali Yuga, mechanical era, negative percentage is high, is dominant. So the sources which are ruling the world, to understand them very easily, we can understand like a British people were ruling, can say more than half of the world. The sunset was not happening in their ruling, but they were not ruling with a love. It is not like people were diplomatically choosing them. Democracy, I give vote to you, you should, British princess, you should rule us. So, and this Britain, which is such a small country, a limited number of people, they could rule entire world. They could rule India. How? How? So they have some techniques. The Rakshasas have some techniques, powerful technique to defeat the Devtas and Manushas, the human being as well. So, and if you are doing yoga, if your yoga is going to be serious, definitely you are going to face these people. Don't think it was happening only in Satyug. Now we are in Kali. Everything what was existing in Satyug now also exists. Bhoot, Presh, Pishach, Nar, Kinder, Gandhar, everything exists now, negative as well as positive. Whether we speak about heaven, that we actually believe we exist. And this kind of people who have the siddhis, they exist today also. And if your yoga is really serious, good yoga, you are going to face these people. They are going to